Hey guys, back with another video. This one's really, I want to talk a lot about the fantasies that we've created and that you've been trying to impress on your subconscious for the last couple of weeks. You know, I know that it's hard to attach this amazing feeling when you're out and about. It's probably gotten a little easier doing it on your couch and right where you're alone and you can, and that's amazing. But being able to do it, so whatever you need to do while you're out and about, if it's you need to, I'm listening to a video of some sort of informational video that I've heard. I've heard them all a gajillion times. But it doesn't matter what I'm doing. If that's playing in the background, it is going right in, right? Sometimes when we're focused on something, it's just the background noise is a really good way to impress your subconscious. And so no matter what you're doing, right? I've asked you guys to turn your car into a information center, right? A college, call it whatever you want. And if you're getting an hour or 2 hours of amazing information videos, you're dominating. There is no competition. People are going to college for 4 years, maybe 180 days a year. You're getting 365 times 2 or 3 hours a day in one subject. You have a degree in 2 years max. I'm telling you guys, there's no competition. In a very short amount of time, you have gathered so much information that you could be helping somebody with. And then you can keep gathering more information as you're helping people, right? So you got this huge fantasy and you're trying to impress, right? Constantly. And you keep writing that thing out and it's going to change a little bit, right? You're going to start having different things attached to this fantasy, right? Some of you are going to become aware, a month or two in, that's not really what you want, right? If you didn't take a lot of time in the beginning when you asked yourself, what do you really want? I know most of us are in the habit of doing things quickly and not spending much time on things. This is the most important question you'll ever ask yourself. What do you really want? And I don't want you to get frustrated when you've put a month or two in and then you're like, oh man, I'm just not jazzed up about this anymore. Right? That's okay, right? Your fantasy, out of all the things you've written down, should be whatever gives you the most excitement. Even if it's just a little bit more than the other things. What are you doing on a Saturday night for free? What book is it that you're reading? What subject are you studying? Right? If you're doing it for free on a Saturday night, that's probably a good indicator that might be something high on your list that you really want to do as your big goal, right? So you just keep crafting this thing. It's okay to not get it right in the beginning. That's not the point. The point is to set this ginormous goal, try to create the biggest fantasy, fall in love with this fantasy so that you have to change. Getting the goal is not the object. You're gonna get things no matter what if you're doing what I'm suggesting. The most important thing is you're changing. You are changing your personality, which has to change your personal reality. So if this fantasy that you've been working on isn't the end all be all, change it. It's not that big a deal. Don't let little things get you down. This new person that you're trying to become does not let little things like that set them back. Put them in a bad mood. Let them get upset and worried, right? But for those of you that this fantasy is the end all be all and you're super jazzed up and you're continually writing it and you're trying to impress it, keep going. I promise you. You're going to turn back in a year or 2 or 3 and you're going to need binoculars to look back at where you were. That's not just a funny saying. That's reality. We're 119 days in and I already need binoculars. I can only imagine what at the end of this 365 days where I'm going to be. We're working on things that scare guys, I'm talking scare me. But I'm walking through the terror barrier. We are creating things. We are working towards these ideas and these goals because we're doers. We're not triers. We don't try things anymore. I'm not saying that as you're going along in the beginning of this journey that you're going to be doing something and then realize you don't want to do that. That, right? Yeah, you tried it. I understand that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about once you find your why. When your why is strong enough, the excuses can't penetrate you. When you're tired and you just want to go to bed, you don't care. You read another chapter. You do the push-ups. You get online and send out that email. Whatever needs to be done, you do it because your why is so big and it draws everything to you. You don't have to go out in society and do anything. You can sit on your couch. I need you to understand that. When you start this business, when you guys are willing to walk through the terror barrier and create your fantasy and start that business with just a laptop, you can go anywhere in the world. These laws work anywhere and everywhere and for everyone. You can travel, you can be on vacation, and while you're on vacation, you do an hour's worth of work on your business. Not only do you get to write the vacation off, but you're mobile. You don't have somewhere you have to be Monday morning. You can be anywhere in the world as long as it has an internet connection. I mean, if that doesn't jazz you up, I have a hard time sleeping at night because I just want to keep going. I just want to keep knowing. I just want to keep growing. I just want to keep being better every day. And I want to get this information out to you to the best of my ability so you can be better. It's super simple. I jumped into a space where there's 6 billion people on the planet. I just want to help as many people as I can. There's no boundaries, right? I'm not trying to sell a house. I'm not trying to sell you a trinket, right? I'm giving you information that will change your life. There's no boundaries for me. I can go as high as I want. I just have to give more energy. And if it gets to be to where it's too much, the only thing I have to do is stop giving as much energy. Your income is always going to be an exact ratio to how good you are at what you're doing and how hard it is to replace you. The need, what's the need? Well, the need is people need help. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now, all I have to worry about is being unreplaceable. Gather as much information as I can, package it up to the best of my ability, and give it to you. That's my job, right? Pretty soon, I'm going to be extremely hard to replace, right? Because there's only so many people giving information. And there's enough people in the world that there can be millions of people giving information, and there's still plenty of room for everyone. I want you to be in that space. I know you have something to offer, something you've been through. That I'm sorry you went through it, but if you start looking at life as happened for me and not to me, you walked through that fire, that terrible tragedy, so that you could help someone else who hasn't gone through it yet or who is in the midst of going through it and hasn't made it out yet. What a blessing. And you can create an income and a business model off of that. Guys, knowledge. The lack of knowledge is the lack of power. I mean, you have to understand it. Thanks, guys. Sorry these videos are getting longer. I just get really jazzed up and I don't script any of my videos. It's just straight raw passion. And sometimes I get sidetracked. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm going to be me. And if you resonate with me, awesome. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. Keep smiling. Have a great day. Bye.